Hi, I'm Brian Birch, and I like to use clean language when coaching people. I also run a Facebook group called Clean Language Private Discussions. I'd like to show you an example of why and how clean language might be useful compared to some popular coaching questions. In this example, a client has hit a brick wall and he or she wants to get over the wall to meet friends. On a popular coaching website, some traditional coaching questions are: how can you break down that goal into bite-sized pieces? What's the excuse that you always have used for not achieving your goals? If they want to get over a wall, I question whether these are the best questions. Other questions are: what are you afraid of? What are you passionate about? Where are you sabotaging yourself? If you saw somebody else in your situation, what would you suggest they do? On a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you to achieving this goal? Now, if you're a coach, I'd ask you, are you happy with these questions? I question their usefulness. Some of them assume that there's something else going on, which in this case there's no evidence for. It puts the coach as the person with the superior knowledge, and it's not empowering for the client. Now, some of these questions may be useful at times, but they can be extra baggage for the client to deal with. And does your client want to do the extra work? And how do you know that those questions are justified? Clean language. These questions help model or explore the situation of the client. Helps the client do that. The questions don't add in assumptions about what needs to happen for the client to get to the goal. They support the client to explore their situation and to notice and use anything that's valuable. They trust that the client can notice and explore any opportunity. So in this example, I'll go through a illustrative clean language session. It starts off asking the client, what would you like to have happen? And they may say, I feel trapped. As a clean language coach, you'd say, when you feel trapped, what would you like to have happen? I feel I've hit a brick wall. I want to get over the wall. You may ask them, is there anything else about getting over the wall? My friends are on the other side, and I can't get over the wall. What kind of wall? Well, it's got big bricks. It's also surrounded by a small wall. Is there anything else about the small wall? Well, it adds to the feeling of being trapped, but it's made up of small bricks that I can break up and use. That doesn't really help me, though. When there are small bricks you can break and use, what happens to the big wall? Ah, there's an opening over there. And when there's an opening over there, what happens next? I can see if I can use the bricks to get through. And then the client starts to use the resources that they have discovered already themselves in their model to get what they want. So to recap, clean language questions, they didn't add in any content from the facilitator. They facilitated the client to make the best use of the resources and the situation. They often deeply engage the client. They help the client notice usefulness of what may have seemed a problem. And they often use metaphor, which can help a client notice the resources and their opportunities. If you're interested in finding out more about clean language, you can certainly Google it. And we have a Facebook group which is Clean Language Private Discussions. And there may be, if you're looking on YouTube, there'll be a link below this video. I hope to talk to you soon.